Welcome back to my channel, Glitter Babes. Today I'll be making a headboard. I'll first be starting off with this piece of plywood, and I'll be creating a circle in the middle of the board. I will then be taking a total of 9 pool noodles and cutting them in half. And now I will start attaching them to the board, and here's a clip of how I was going to do it originally, and then I changed my mind. At first I wanted to just glue the noodles on the board in a design, but then I realized that they may not be straight, so I decided to go in with my ruler and actually create the lines with a marker first. And as you can see, I created some type of X, and now I'm going to be going in between each of the lines and creating another line. Now I will be reattaching that pool noodle that I ripped off earlier. And I'll be taking my box cutter and cutting off the excess pool noodle. So I'm going to be going over each parallel line with my noodles, and I'm going to complete the full board. And this noodle isn't all the way on the line, and that's because I realized I measured it wrong earlier, so it is sticking out a little bit. And this is how it looked when all the noodles were attached. Next, I am going to be creating the side panels for the headboard, and I'm going to be using 3 pieces of foam board. And I will now be taping them together. And I made a total of 2. Next, I will be placing the panel next to the main headboard, and I will be extending the lines from the main headboard to the side panel using my measuring stick. Now I will be taking more pool noodles and gluing them to the foam board and making sure that they're matching up with the pool noodles on the main board. And this is how it looked when I was done with this side, and this is how both sides look with the main board. And now I'm going to go and paint all of the boards gold. And now I'll be going in between the pool noodles with Mod Podge and glitter. And after it was finished, I let the glitter dry. After it dried, I poured off the extra glitter and I went back over it with Mod Podge. Next, I will be doing the same thing to the 2 side panels, going in between the pool noodles with Mod Podge and glitter. After I was finished, I let it dry and I went back over it with Mod Podge. And I did decide to add glitter to the middle of this circle. At first, I didn't know if I wanted to add a mirror or not. Now I'm going to move on to my wall sconces. At first, I wanted to use lampshades, but I couldn't find any last minute, so I decided to make some. And I will be using these garage sale signs that I got from my local dollar store. And I am removing 1.5 inches from the top. And these are the frames that I'll be using, and they came from my local Goodwill. And both frames are 10 by 10. Next, I'll be using the frame to trace out the 10 inches, and I'm going to need 3 pieces for each frame. And I cut out a total of 6 pieces. So I originally wanted to just make a gold frame, and then I changed my mind. I saw that I had a bunch of pool noodles left, so I wanted to implement them. So now I will be attaching the pieces to the frame and creating a lampshade. Now that that part is finished, I am going to take my drill and drill 2 holes into the back of the frame, and this is how I'll be attaching it to the wall. And these are the leftover pieces of noodles from the boards. So I am going to take them and cut them down to size. And I'm going to be attaching them to the frames. And this is how the shade looked when it was finished. Now I'm going to take it and spray paint it gold. Next, I'll be taking this acrylic garland and I'm going to be adding it inside the frame. These are leftover pieces from another project, so I'm just cutting them to size. And now I'll be adding them around the perimeter inside the frame. I will now be adding more garland to the side. Now I will be adding gems to this side and then the shade will be complete. I am hanging up the shade using 2 screws. And I will be using these LED lights that I got from Target. I do not recommend them because they were not really bright. But I will be attaching them to the board on each side. And this is how the headboard looked when it was completed. I think it came out beautiful, minus that little wrinkle on the top left. The board got bent. Let me know what you all think of this project. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later, glitter babes.